In this video, I'll be sharing with you a requested tutorial from my group on how to cut this bralette smoky gathered dress. And this dress is from Amila NG on TikTok. So to start, you're going to get the full length of your dress first. Now, let's say the full length of the dress I'm working with is 35. Now, this dress is in 3 sections: the bralette, the underbust smoky dress, and the gathers. Now, what I marked is my shoulder to bust, shoulder to underbust, and I added extra 1 inch at the underbust. Now, you can cut out that underbust, that is that 1 inch you added, or you can just add that to your pattern. Now, I'll go ahead and place my ruler and rule out a straight line at those points. Another thing you need to note is you can cut this as a bralette, or you can just go ahead and use your basic bodies to mark this out. Now, we are using our basic bodies, half basic bodies rather. Now, I'm going to go ahead to mark my shoulder divided by 2, come down by 1 inch here, and I'm going to draw my shoulder slope. Now, to draw my shoulder slope, I'm going to mark my neckline of 3 inches and I'll connect. Now, I'm using a basic neckline of 3 by 3 inches to serve as a guide for this pattern. Now, I'm going to find my chest line, which is my bust circumference divided by 6 plus 1.5 inches. Now, after marking that, I'll place back my ruler at my chest line, my tape at the chest line, and I'll mark my shoulder divided by 2. Now, I don't need to mark my arm hook off because I won't be needing that. I'll go ahead to mark my bust, my under bust. Now, the next step I'll take is to go ahead to insert my measurement. I'll mark my bust circumference divided by 4, and I'll mark my under bust circumference divided by 4. Now, I'll just go ahead and add ½ inch ease, which will serve as a joining allowance for my pattern. So you're not actually joining anything, but we are just adding that ½ inch. Now, I'll come down like 4 inches, just like you're drafting out your off shoulder pattern, right? Now, from this point now, I'll mark that basic neckline of 3 by 3 inches because I'll be using it to serve as a guide for this pattern. Now, after marking this out, the next step I'm going to take is to go ahead to alter my pattern. Now, for the neckline of this dress, you note that it is very deep. Now, you want to mark where you want the neckline to stop, or where you want it to start rather. Now, from the under bust, I'll come up by 1 inch. And I will connect it to that point. So why I'm using 1 inch is because the underbust smoky effect is going to start immediately at that point. If you look at the thumbnail, you're going to notice that. Now, I'm going to stop my necklines there so that when I place it, it will have that effect we also have on the main pattern. Now, from the sides, I'm going to come down from that point I marked, and I will trace this to the side of my pattern this way. Now, just like I said, you can cut it like a bralette, an actual bralette pattern, and then